space zone, through deities and incarnations, and divine cosmic beings manifest through the Archavataras, the deities in temples, and through the BHAVASAMADHI darshans, the Nijavataras, the incarnations. The BHAVASAMADHI darshan is the science of the Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form, the embodied form, for us to experience Paramashiva. And for example, Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests the Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. The Archavatara, the deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation being of the superconscious energy. But human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. So the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge this gap and creates the experience of the superconscious energy in all of us. The BHAVASAMADHI darshan awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. This influx of superconscious energy visibly slows down the aging process and improves immunity to disease. And during the darshan, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heals, empowers, and transforms our lives. And during the BHAVASAMADHI darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. The mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movement or information of the avatar just by seeing. That is, the entire body can silently and without moving receive what is happening elsewhere through a process of direct observation, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. And the Akashic readings are not predictions. They are readings from the cosmic archive. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. And because Akashic records are stored in the Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happened, happening, yet to happen are clearly already recorded. Now, let us understand who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is manifesting Devi Parashakti for each and every one of us. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made these science manifestations, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasa Shamala Pita Sarvaitya Pitam, the oldest Hindu papal state, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being reviving all of the ancient temples and monasteries under the Kailasa Shamala Pita Sarvaitya Pitam, the oldest Hindu papal state and monastic kingdom. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also been declared as the successor of the Arunachala Sadvijnapita by his Guru Parampara at the age of 16 on the 24th of May, 1994. Here you can see his lineage of Gurus Yogi Yoganandapuri, Isaki Swamigal, and Mataji Vibhudanapuri. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission Nithyananda to revive Kailasa internationally at the age of 21 in 1999. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham at the age of 24 on the 4th of November 2002. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performing the Bhumi Puja and inaugurating the land. And at the age of 26, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the successor of the Bhagyanagara Pura Sarvajnapeetham in 2004. And at the age of 26, also, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamshi Sarangi Samrajyam of the Suryavamshi lineage, and on the 31st of December 2004. And at the age of 29, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism became the reviver of the Adi Pallava Sarvajnapeetham in 2004. And also at the age of 30, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the successor of the Kashi Sarvajnapeetham in 2008. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvaniya Kada, the largest Apex monastic order and the youngest Mahamandaleshwar at the age of 35 in 2013. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also been declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atala Kada. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has, at the age of 36, been coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tanjavur Adinam in 2014. You can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blessing the people of the Tanjavur Adinam. And also at the age of 36 in 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tiruvarur Adinam, another ancient mutt in Tamil Nadu. And also in 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Vedaranyam Adinam at the age of 36. And at the age of 37, in 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swargapara Adinam, the lineage of Bhagavan Mahaganapati himself. And at the age of 37 also, in 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Adi Pita Kollada Mutt, the oldest mutt in Karnataka. And at the age of 36 in 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu pontiffs or leaders. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched guru in the digital world, and has over 1 billion followers in Hinduism. And Kailasa is the world's greatest digital Hindu nation with over 1 billion views. And you can connect with Kailasa via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and other various social media platforms and websites. Constantly stay connected and experience science enlightenment. And over the last 27 years, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has contributed relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food banks, medical services, medical disaster relief, and much more. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also authored over 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which have been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Here you can see just a few of them in English, French, Tamil, and Spanish, and each of these are freely available online. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism has over 20 million copies of books and articles sold, read, and downloaded. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the establisher of the largest Hindu library in the world, with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. And all of these are also freely available for anyone to study, learn, and enjoy the teachings of Hinduism. And Supreme Concept of Hinduism has over 10,000 hours of discourses delivered and over 1 billion views on social media. You can watch all of these discourses freely on YouTube for absolutely free and enjoy all of the teachings of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. And he is also respected as a commentator of all the sacred scriptures, such as the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Shiva Sutras, the Yoga Sutras, the Ashtavakra Gita, the Jain Sutras, and many more, which are also freely available, all of the commentaries online. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is also honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader, and most recently has been recognized by the California State Senate, the US Senate, and various congressmen across the US for the contribution to humanity over the last 27 years. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is also as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the reviver of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, and the Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and the Hindu diaspora worldwide, who are working for global peace and to give a super conscious breakthrough to humanity. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world, with satellite campuses in 150 countries. And it's also the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, which span across 6 continents and various countries of the globe. And it's also the founder and reviver of over 100 Sadvaityapitas, or the traditional seats of knowledge, which are sharing the science of enlightenment with the whole world. Now, with this, that we've understood the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, who the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is, and his contribution to humanity, let us now enter into the demonstration of the extraordinary powers, the extraordinary Shaktis of Paramashiva and Parashakti, as demonstrated by the initiated disciple of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. Before we enter into this segment, let us understand the science of Diksha, the science of initiation first.
And well-being. A word, a touch, a look, a word, a touch. Power of initiation. Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being. A look, a word, a touch. Power of initiation. Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi dikshanam muktihi phalamakhanditam avirodhat bhavantyeva prasangyastu bhuktayaha. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership, and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi diksha vihinasya न सिद्धिः न च सद्गतिः तस्मात् सर्व प्रयत्नेन गुरुना दीक्षितो भवेत्. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also to a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar,
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Welcome back, and a very blissful Diwali wishes to each and every viewer that have tuned with us on this auspicious day of Deepavali. And today we have a long day filled with celebrations and lot of things around. We are going to be having a grand Kali Puja. We are going to be having Prana Pratishtha of Maha Kali. We are going to be having Maheshwara Puja, and we are going to be having the first day of Sri Mahotsavam celebrations. We are going to be having Pratyaksha Pada Puja, Tulavaram, Nithyananda Satsang, and so many more celebrations coming along today. So be ready for a beautiful day filled with celebrations. And today, just yesterday night, we had begun our celebrations with offering the Mandagapati to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And just shortly, we are here beginning the celebrations of Diwali Mahotsavam. And now, in this segment, as we are all preparing, we're going to be having the Maheshwara Puja that is starting at 6:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. And as all of us are preparing for that, this one segment is going to be a very powerful and a very beautiful experiential segment to each and every one of us. We're now going to be seeing what happens when you receive the darshan of the avatar, when you receive the diksha from the avatar. The manifestation of extraordinary Shakti in the Veda Agamas. Paramashiva in elaborate detail has revealed about the science of power manifestation and how every human being is inherently hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis. Now, what makes this Shaktis different from what we commonly hear as Siddhis? See, Shaktis expressed from the space of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are the powers that manifest when you're in the path of enlightenment. So, initiation, deep feeling connection, high integrity with the Guru. The initiation happens, where this transfer of spiritual energy happens, and we start manifesting Shaktis. Siddhis, on the other hand, are the powers that manifest through your tapas, your penance. So, Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are from the path of enlightenment. Shakti is manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way. And these Shaktis are permanent, whereas Siddhis are temporary and they may divert you from enlightenment. Today, whatever we are going to manifest are Shaktis. And today, what Shaktis we are manifesting are the Shaktis of Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Sanatana Dharma. Self-effulgent. Today, who is walking amongst us? The 1008th living incarnation, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhananda, His Divineness, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Ever since the beginning of civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle for enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers, Shaktis, was lived and taught as a lifestyle. And for the first ever time in this millennium, in the modern world, Paramashiva himself is walking the planet Earth to give this whole science as an experiential understanding for each and every one of us in a record-breaking and never accomplished manner before. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva, was birthed by various enlightened beings, Siddhas, Yogis, Yoginis, Brahma Rishis, and Sannyasis, Sadhus, Sadhvis, and so many Mahapurushas, Siddha Purushas, enlightened beings. And each of them, we all can see the pictures of various enlightened beings and Siddhas, Siddha Purushas who meditated and did tapas to birth Swamiji on planet Earth, birth the incarnation of Paramashiva on planet Earth. Now, Swamiji is giving these extraordinary Shaktis, the same science from the disciplines of Vedanta, Mantra, Siddha Vidya, yoga, yogic sciences, and siddhas, and various other disciplines. And Swamiji is transmitting the essence of all of these greater science to all of us in the form of
Diksha is
initiation, the Diksha.
So, whatever Shaktis, whatever sciences that we are learning are authenticated by 4 aspects of evidences.
Now, there is these 4 aspects are Shastra Pramana, the reference from scriptures, the time-tested and unchangeable truths which are revealed in these scriptures, the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The next is Apta Pramana, experiences and results of Aptas, authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time-tested and verified the science. The next is Atma Pramana, the experience and results accounts from the life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, who time-tested and verified each of these sciences and living as an example. And the next is Pratyaksha Pramana, which are the empirical evidence from modern science and observation, experimentations. And all of this is being given to all of us through the Diksha. And today we are going to be seeing one such manifestation of the Shakti of third eye. We are all now going to be witnessing the Shakti of body scanning. And we request each and every one of you that have tuned in with us, whoever wants to experience this power of body scanning, you all can leave a comment in the comment section. And this body scanning is a power where we will, by connecting with Swamiji from the space of oneness through the third eye, we will be able to diagnose any medical issues, any medically diagnosed issues that is already existing in you, any pains in the body, any diseases, any illnesses, anything that you have, we will be able to see through the third eye, diagnose it, and share it with you for you to verify. So all you need to do is, you can give your consent to us that you're wanting. You can request for the body scanning in the YouTube live comment section in Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel, and we will be manifesting this power of body scanning with you. And once you request for the body scanning, and we'll be sharing with you, you can verify it back with us in the comment section. But just before we enter into the manifestation itself, just want to remind all the viewers that this is a manifestation of pure conscious Shakti or power, the highest intelligence. This body scanning is in no way equivalent to any medical diagnosis. It is not equivalent, nor it is an alternative to medical diagnosis. It is purely the manifestation of highest intelligence and conscious science which we are doing. So please do consult your physician before you practice or apply any of these solutions, and please feel free to consult your physicians. And this is not an alternative or an equal to any medical diagnosis.
So now let's enter into chanting the Shastra Pramana for this Shakti. Swadehe Jagatorvape Sukshma Sukshmatarani Cha Tatvani Yani Nilayam Dhyatvante Vyajjate Para. Cognize the thief that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause Paramashiva. By the experience of such blissful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate Parashakti manifests through them. The next is Apta Pramana, reference for the power of body scanning from the life of an enlightened being, Siddha Purusha. There was one disciple of Agastya Maharishi, a very prominent disciple of Agastya Maharishi. One day, a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agastya Maharishi for healing. Agastya uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small Teraya, a type of a frog, sitting in the person's brain. And Agastya immediately instructs Teraya, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache. Thus, he gains the name Teraya. And next is the Atma Pramana, the evidence from the life of the Supreme Pontiff himself, where Swamiji himself has manifested this power of body scanning and shown humanity by example of what is the potential that lays in each and every human being. As the avatar of Paramashiva, Swamiji himself played this Leela, where even when Swamiji had a multiple compound hand fracture and Swamiji was forced to go to the
surgical procedures, therefore medical checks related to that. At that time, Swamiji used the power of body scanning to precisely identify and tell the doctors what exactly the issue was. It just doesn't end there. Swamiji went through the whole surgical procedure completely without any anesthesia. Not just Swamiji had no pain, Swamiji was completely conscious, and Swamiji was in fact delivering a discourse on how to live a life without pain as Swamiji was going through the surgery. And today, there are thousands of disciples who are experiencing this same extraordinary Shakti as their experience. Let us all now enter into the manifestation. We have Ma Jun Vamadeva Shivam, Ainars Avotansaya, Melissa Cook, all of whom have requested for body scanning. And we request all the three.
You have actually requested a body scan for Sandra Marquette. So requesting if you can go and get the consent, then we can do it.
And also please confirm to us that you have gotten the consent from Sandra Marquette Maya, so that we can go ahead and scan.
And Melissa Cook, yes, I'll scan your body. This is Priyananda. And I will scan your body.
And Ma Jun, I will be manifesting the power of body scanning with you, Ma. And we request all the three of you, Aina Zaya, once you can confirm in the comment section, we can manifest this power of body scanning with you, Aya. And we request Aina Ravatan Zaya and Ma Jun Vamadeva Shivam and Ma Melissa Cook, all three of you, to stay tuned in the comment section. And once, as you are scanning, you can share with us, you can acknowledge to us that you're hearing, and you can acknowledge to us if you're able to live it.
Saying I know things saying because I was asking her if she wants body scanning few days ago. Should be asked now, right? So like the answer should be taken now. Yes, Ma Melissa Cook. So I'm just going to be sharing with you what was revealed in my third eye. The first thing that was revealed, there is the process, or the liver is slightly loaded. Actually, the toxins in the liver is slightly loaded, because of which the processing, the fat does not get digested faster in you, and this makes it sit in your system more, and a lot of toxic buildup is happening in your system. The liver is feeling more loaded, and the liver is not functioning to its full capacity. How you can see this is you will observe a lot of very frequent abdominal, not pain, but abdominal discomfort, as well as if you see the eyes, your eyes would have a slight yellowishness. It's not full yellow color like that, but it is not white and clear. You will see it will be like having a slight yellow tint in your eyes, specifically your right eye. And you will also observe that both your cheeks, if you see, you will get the breakouts that you get, and especially like very small like pimples kind of thing, which will be like inside. So like it will just be like bumps on your skin. You will observe this. It will specifically happen in this region. So this is what I was able to see. This is the first thing. And because of this being happening in your system, you would see there is sudden increase in your weight. The weight always fluctuates for you. And usually you gain weight very faster and very frequently. And this is mainly, even though your diet might not be a direct contributor to it. Even if you try a different diet, it always still, you will see that your weight doesn't show that much of a difference. This is because the liver needs to be detoxed first. A lot of cleansing needs to happen for your liver. And this is the first thing that has been shown. This is not your liver. I do not see any critical condition, but I'm seeing it is uh, getting more loaded and the toxic buildup is happening. If it is not attended to now, it might lead to critical situations. This is the first thing I was able to see. Second thing that I saw was that actually it is linked with this. Because of the fat buildup that's happening, there's water retention also happening, specifically in your lower part, like your lower abdomen, your feet. If you sit for a long, retention is not that much, but it has started. So this is again linked to this the problem that's there with your liver. And one other thing that I saw is that you have your menstruation cycle fluctuates. It doesn't come like on time. Many times there'll be a lot of delays that are happening. This is again, see this one, I'm going to actually sharing a few things that was revealed. All these are interconnected. And it is all interconnected to the root, which is the liver. So there is a cyst buildup that's starting to happen, because of which you'll also experience a lot of mood swings in you. For no reason, you feel utterly powerless. You feel like crying for no reason. The mood swings will happen like very a lot in you. This is happening. See, all these that I'm talking about are happening very frequent, very late in, like recently only. And another thing that is impacting is also your hair. Your hair has started, like if you observe the last 6.5 months, the hair fall has started increasing. So this is how all these are interconnected, and this is what one of the important things that are affecting you is what I was able to see. And one more thing is the lungs, because the body is gaining more weight. It's directly affecting the lungs, and the lungs are also feeling the stress of it. If you see, you will feel like that heavy breath or short breath happening very frequently. Like you'll feel like a kind of heaviness very frequently happening in your chest area. But if your body, the weight is reduced and the body is detoxed, automatically it will become clear. So these are the things that I was able to see, Ma. So you can acknowledge. Apart from this, I did see there is a small pain in your lower back towards your right corner, your right here, and there is nothing that to be worried upon about it, because it's just that the muscle is slightly tight over there, and it is stressed. It's caused because of stress. But the main thing that needs to be attended to is the liver. So requesting if you could acknowledge it in the comments how much you were able to relate. And the solution that Swamiji revealed for this is celery juice. And you need to do a lot of detoxing and cleansing in your stomach. And if your stomach gets clear itself, lot of these, and you need to do a specific liver detox. And you need to do a lot of juicing, and through that do the liver detox. So this is what is revealed to me. So you can kindly acknowledge how much of it you are able to make.
Melissa, kindly requesting you to also acknowledge in the chat. And Shankar Gimiraya, I request you to stay tuned in the comment section, because I scanned Sunita also in the meanwhile. So I would like to share with you. I would like to share with Ma June Vamadevashram, and then I'll share with you. So Ma June, I wanted to let you know, the first thing that I saw is in the last 2.5 weeks, your body has been going through severe, actually, if you see your face, it has started, your face, the whole cheeks, everything has reduced like anything. You have lost a lot of weight and you're turning pale. You're becoming actually like thin. You're losing weight extremely. That is one thing. And the second thing that I saw was in your gut. In your gut, there's a bacteria formation that is happening. And I clearly saw bacteria which is disturbing the whole gut, which is not letting the food to be completely sent out, because of which the digestion is getting affected. Ma, if you notice, the lower part of your stomach will have a slight swelling, which is not on top, not in your the upper part of the stomach. Towards the lower part of the stomach, there is a slight swelling. And this is because two things. There is one, water collection that is happening, and that is creating like a swelling in your lower stomach region. And if you see in your, this is also having the gut bacteria. If you see your whole cleansing of the body and the foods being cleansed from your stomach, that does not happen properly. And one more thing, if you notice, you are developing dark circles. And this is directly not related to sleep. This is related to hemoglobin level in your body. All of these are interconnected, and mainly if you see, along with your dark circles, very often you will develop this fatigueness, which will make you feel very frustrated. You will feel like you're not able to handle things around you, and you'll feel very, even small things take a huge toll on your health directly. And especially I saw this is related to some relationships which are close around you, and some one particular person in your professional career. Both of this is taking a toll on your physical body. And very frequently you go through this where you feel like you're not able to handle the amount of things that are happening around you. All of this is that the delusion or the things that are happening outside is getting twice more exaggerated in your inner space because of this bacteria in your gut. This bacteria in your gut needs to be cleansed, and the moment if this happens, this swelling in your lower part of the stomach will reduce. That unnecessary severe weight loss will drop. There'll be healthy weight loss and there'll be healthy weight gain. There'll be proper balanced weight. And also this dark circles is because of the lack of oxygen and hemoglobin in your body, which is also again directly related to the gut developing the bacteria which are developing in your gut. And one more thing, if you see, there will be hair loss that you are experiencing in the recent past. If you check, you'll be having the hair loss which is happening. And along with this, if you see, even your, especially the right side of the stomach, there'll be a certain kind of heaviness and burning sensation that happens. And you have also, one more thing that I saw is you're also allergic to a particular kind of food, and your body reacts to milk, and your body also reacts to few types of nuts. And all of this, Marjun, whatever so far was told, all of this is directly related to just this bacteria in your gut. If that is attended to, you will see a huge shift in your health, and even huge shift in situations around you. This whole happenings around you, any incompletions, you will feel so empowered from within the moment this leaves you. Actually, your body's health can very easily be restored just with this.
Yes, so Melissa Cook has responded to the previous scan saying, yes, I can totally relate to all of what you revealed. Thank you so much, Nithyananda. Thank you so much, Melissa Cook, for acknowledging. So this is what Swamiji has revealed to you through the third eye. So now you can also requesting you if you can also acknowledge if everything you were able to relate to. Do follow what was revealed to you in the third eye as a solution also. And Marjun Vamadevashivam has also responded to what Nithyananda was scanning. Yes, I have been dropping my toxic family, but they are very insistent at coming at me.
Marjun, just wanted to let you know, just attend to these issues in your team. You can also acknowledge if you were able to relate to all the points. If you change this inside in your body, if you attend to it, you will definitely, the science that Swamiji teaches is when you attend inside, you will be able to see it outside. And also the solution that Swamiji showed to me in the third eye is that just by drinking everyday neem juice and everyday morning having ginger, so boiling ginger with water and squeezing little bit of lemon and little honey, organic honey, non-violent honey, just add this and consume that one, and every day 3 times have neem juice. And take haritaki powder. This is particularly another thing that I saw. So take haritaki powder. Just these 3 if you do, along with taking a gooseberry, so which should be dry gooseberry, and soak it in honey and eat at least 3 a day. If you do this consistently, you'll see a huge shift And one more thing that I saw also, to have pomegranate or beetroot juice. If you do all of this, you will see the first shift that will happen in your body is your dark circles will go. The second thing that will happen is that swelling in the lower part of your abdomen will reduce. The moment these two happens, you will start seeing so many more things clearing up around you. This is what I was able to see. And Marjun, you can confirm back to me if you are able to relate with all of it, and if you have heard the solution. And also Shankar Gimiraya, I just wanted to share with you.
Actually, sorry, Melissa Cook just wanted to share with you. As I was reading, just one thing got revealed. I wanted to share that with you. Black jaggery. I actually saw a black jaggery, meaning a very dark brown. It's just the word is black jaggery with ginger. And you need to have this consumed. You need to boil them together, and you need to consume in the morning. And you need to replace your sugar with black jaggery. So this was what was revealed. I just wanted to share that with you.
And Melissa, can request you to also acknowledge if you heard this part. And all right, Marjun, thank you for confirming. And also Shankar Gimiraya, one thing that I saw with Ma Sunita is her health right now is very, it's extremely low. And I'm seeing that in her blood there is some impurity. There is a toxin which is getting released in her body. And if you see here for Sunita Ma, she very recently, she'll have a lot of, very easily she gets impacted by the situations that are happening around her. And in her body, this reflects as food not being passed out. There where her will build up and hold the cleansing that happens in her system, and it will hold back as constipation. That is one thing that I saw, and very frequently she'll be experiencing this. And also there is an impurity, there's a particular toxin which is getting released in her blood. And if actually there can be some medical test done for this, you will be able to see it here. There is some toxin which is getting released into the blood. If you see for Ma Sunita, very frequently she will get red color breakouts, not just on her face, even on her body. And this is not like many, but very few, but she will keep getting this very often. This is a direct reflection of that impurities being mixed in the blood. And one thing that I saw is there's a particular intake of some unhealthy substance. It can be even an antibiotic, or it can be even a non-organic food, but which she has been taking for quite some time, which is beginning to build up. This is actually affecting her liver. This is not a severe damage that her liver has. There is no severe damage, but this medicine or this consumption of some non-organic product has been continuously impacting her liver, and because of which that function of the liver is not happening properly. Liver is starting to secrete one kind of a liquid. So this is causing a severe hormonal imbalance in her whole system. And this is the main thing that I saw. And even if you see in her personal life here, there will be lots of ups and downs that she will very frequently go through. It is directly related to this, and she has to immediately stop the intake of that, and she has to do a detoxification process. She has to drink lot of neem juice, and she has to make sure she's taking neem juice, and also she has to follow all the detox procedures that Swamiji has told. If that is continuously done, including applying turmeric on her forehead with kumkum every day night, if she does this consistently, she will see a physical impact, and the breakouts, the reactions happening on her skin will stop, and the blood, the hemoglobin and oxygen level in the blood will increase, and that constipation will completely get cleansed. But this needs to be attended to as soon as possible, because this is directly, these toxins are getting released into her blood. This is what Swamiji had revealed to me, and I request you to kindly acknowledge in the comment section if you're able to relate to this, and if you heard this canon. Please do get back to us in the comment section, Shankar Gimiraya. And thank you so much, Marjun Vamadeva, Melissa Cook. And thank you so much to all the viewers who tuned in with us. And stay Today, on this auspicious day of Diwali, we have a lot more celebrations that are coming along. And stay tuned and enjoy. With a short break, we'll be moving on to the further segments of our celebrations.
Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but...
Welcome back, dear viewers. So now let us enter into this next segment and understand who is Devi Parashakti, the divine feminine consciousness. In the Dhyana Shloka for Devi Parashakti, she's described. The Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti describes the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with a triple eye, sporting a crown of rubies, studded with a crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus. And it continues on. I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color, and her eyes are full of compassion, and holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hand. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as Anima, and she is a self within me. Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. Source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the source. Source Shakti, source energy, source power from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, in which all of us are going to merge. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the supreme concept of Hinduism, gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. And in the words of Devi Parashakti herself, raising in Omkara, expressing as the Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Jimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in the 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is the Kailasa Sripura Chintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi as Nithyananda. I took Nijavatara here to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranya Garbhasvarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samrajalakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nityananda, I came here as Nijavatara with great compassion and blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you. I took the form of Nityananda and came down as Nijavatara. Raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, the powers of existence, the expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming as into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming into three Shaktis, Ikshakriya Jnana, growing as the four Vedas, expanding as the five Panchabhutas, beyond the six chakras, filled as the Gotaras of the seven Rishis, expanding as the eight directions, existing as the nine grahas, blossoming as the 10 Indriyas, being as the 11 Rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom, to do good, Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nityananda, I came to bless every one of you. So how can we receive Devi Parashakti? In the words of the supreme concept of Hinduism himself, literally, you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there in your screen, so always receive her very traditionally. Keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen. Watch Devi. This coin is considered the traditional dakshina. In the Hindu tradition, it can be even the lowest value. In India, it can be even 1 paisa. In the US, it can be even 1 cent. I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent. It is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, and even 1 paisa is okay. Offer that to Devi. After the darshan is over, do namaskar and eat the banana, the betel leaf, and betel nut. Take it as prasadam immediately. Collect the coins and send them to the LA temple. This betel nut may look too small, but in a few days you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really she is there. You will not take the Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous, unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior. So how can we set up our tambalu? You can see here with 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin. You can put that on a plate and offer that to Devi. Every time you have darshan, just keep that in front of your screen. And you will see just this one small gesture, how your connection, your experience of Devi just blossoms with this one small gesture. Now, let us enter into the next segment and understand some of the revelations made by Devi Parashakti. As all of us know, Devi has been continuously guiding us and revealing many sacred revelations about the universe, about our world, about the COVID pandemic, and much more. So let us listen to some of these revelations made by Devi Parashakti and understand how they have manifested. So in the Guru Padaka Stotram, composed by Adi Shankaracharya, the very first verse describes how the Guru Padakas, the sacred feet of the Guru, are the boat that helps us cross the Ananta Samsara Samudra, the seemingly endless ocean of samsara or suffering. And in this verse, it describes salutations to the sandals of my Guru, which are a boat which help me cross the endless ocean of life, which endow me with the sense of devotion to my Guru, and by worship of which I attain the dominion of renunciation. Many of us have been feeling stuck in the same storming and raging ocean, being unable to navigate ourselves and lost in the overwhelming vastness of the suffering that surrounds us during the Salaya, the Great Deluge. Our loved ones are dying due to the pandemic. Our homes are being destroyed due to natural disasters. Social institutions are crumbling, and the whole of humanity is in a desperate and dire need of hope. It is at this time that the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, the incarnation of the cosmic superconsciousness, out of his love and compassion, having taken the spiritual responsibility for the superconscious breakthrough of the whole of humanity, is manifesting Devi Parashakti, the cosmic mother, and guiding and healing the whole world as literally the boat that sails us through the Shalaya, the cosmic deluge. And Devi Parashakti is herself manifesting through the Nijavatara and answering each of our prayers, granting boons, healing us, manifesting miracles, removing all of our pain and suffering. And Devi has not just attended to us individually, but also as a humanity at large. Devi Parashakti has guided the whole of humanity in the form of revelations of profound sacred secrets of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and by showing us the future regarding global issues, the COVID pandemic, natural disasters such as fires, floods, and more, and even the twisted human conspiracies and underground wars, which have not surfaced to common knowledge as yet. In this segment, we will be elaborating on the statistical, scientific, and scriptural references of each sacred revelation, which is manifested precisely as the same guidance emerged from Devi, for us to imbibe deeply and to start following as Devi Parashakti continues to protect us until this storm ends and we are safely harbored at the shores of our consciousness. So first, let us listen to the revelations made by Devi Parashakti on sea levels rising on the 19th of May, 2021.
ஓம் ஆண்ட்ரியாஸ் கல். மூன்றாம் உலகப் போரிலிருந்து தப்பிக்க எந்நாடு பாதுகாப்பென்று கேட்கின்றாய், கேட்டுக்கொள் சொல்வதை எல்லாம். மத்திய கிழக்கிலே போர், இந்தியாவில் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று மற்றும் கடல் உயர் எழும்பல் எனும் மூன்றில் இருந்தும் காவல் கைலாசம் ஒன்றே. வாழ்விற்கு அதுவே நன்றே. முடிந்தால் வந்து சேர்ந்திடு. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
So let us look at Devi Parashakti's revelations now into English. Devi reveals You are asking which country is safe to escape from the Third World War. Listen to everything which is said: war in the Middle East, deadly corona in India, and rising sea levels. Protection from all these things is one and only Kailasa. Only it is good for life, if possible, come and reach. So on the 19th of May, 2021, while answering the prayer of one of the devotees, Devi Parashakti, manifesting through the Supreme Quantum Mechanism, warned about the sea levels rising and the cascading effect of climate change crisis on humanity. Exactly as Devi revealed, the very next day, on the 20th of May, 2021, the biggest iceberg broke, which was 70 times the size of Manhattan, posing a huge threat to humanity, causing the sea levels to rise drastically. Let us now see the scientific articles about sea levels rising as per Devi's revelation. So this is the article which reported about the world's largest iceberg broke off the Antarctic ice shelf. And this was exactly one day after Devi Parashakti revealed about sea levels rising. So on the 20th of May, this happened. On the 19th of May, Devi Parashakti made the revelation. So let us understand a little bit more about sea levels rising and what modern science is saying about this. So according to modern science, even under the best case scenario, scientists expect that sea levels rise to affect Earth's coastlines significantly in the coming years. So as we can see in this graph, that if CO2 emissions are curbed complete zero by 2100, we will still see sea levels rising up to 1 meter or more in the coming centuries. However, if CO2 emissions continue at the high rate that they're going, we will see that sea levels will rise up to 5 meters or more in the coming centuries. And sea levels since the 1880s in some ocean basins have risen as much as 6 to 8 inches or 15 to 20 centimeters since the start of the satellite record in 1993. And in NASA, it was also reported that sea levels will rise up to 1 to 8 feet by 2100. And in the United States, almost 40% of the population lives in relatively high population density coastal areas. Globally, 8 of the world's 10 largest cities are near a coast, according to the UN Atlas of the Ocean. So despite people may feeling that sea levels rising may not be affecting them directly or their families, their communities, but in the coming centuries, we'll see how 40% of the United States and many cities across the globe will be directly experiencing the effects of sea levels rising. And it is not just communities that are living on coastlines. In the next slide, you'll see how even communities that are living more inland are being affected by sea levels rising. In the last 50 years, the nuisance flooding has risen up to 300 to 900% and has become much more frequent. And this is due to higher background water levels. Higher background water levels means that deadly and destructive storm surges, such as those associated with Hurricane Katrina, Superstorm Sandy, and Hurricane Michael, pushed further inland than they once did. Higher sea levels also mean more frequent high tide flooding, sometimes called nuisance flooding. So we're seeing how communities that are living more inland, that are not necessarily directly by the coast, are being affected by sea levels rising, by this nuisance flooding, and by destructive storm surges, which are causing higher background water. So let us understand a little bit more about the cause of sea levels rising. Of course, many of us have heard it is due to global warming, which we are experiencing sea levels rising, and this is mainly in two ways. First is that glaciers and ice sheets worldwide are melting and adding water to the ocean. A second is that the volume of the ocean is expanding as the water warms. And a third, but much smaller contributor to sea levels rising is a decline in the amount of liquid water on land, in aquifers, lakes, and reservoirs, rivers, rivers, and soil moisture, which has shifted from the land to the ocean. And this shift of the liquid water from the land to the ocean is largely due to groundwater pumping. So again, due to human activity. And here you can see an example of how global warming has affected the glaciers and has caused so much of melting of ice sheets. You can see the Pedersen Glacier in 1917, which is fully formed, and in 2005, the glacier has almost completely melted. It almost looks as if it's grassland. This is in less than 100 years that we are seeing the effects of global warming. And this is literally in one lifetime of a person that we've seen such a drastic change. So you can see how much the oceans are being affected by this. And the pace of global sea level rise has more than doubled from 1.4 millimeters per year throughout most of the 20th century to 3.6 millimeters per year from 2006 to 2015. So in the 20th, throughout most of the 20th century, sea levels rising was relatively stable. But since the turn of the century, we've seen how drastically it has increased, how it has doubled. And this is, of course, again, due to human activity and industrial activity. And Greenland ice loss has also drastically increased in the last couple of decades. Between 1992 and 2001, it was around 34 billion tons per year. And between 2012 and 2016, it has increased to 247 billion tons per year. That's eight times as much in just a little over a decade. We've seen an increase. And on August 2021, the UN published a code red, a warning of worsening global warming and rising sea levels. This was months after Devi Parashakti had revealed and had warned about sea levels rising. Let us see what scientists have warned about. In the Associated Press, it was published that UN scientists state that some harm from climate change, like dwindling ice sheets, rising sea levels, and the changes in the oceans as they lose oxygen and become more acidic, is irreversible for centuries to millennia. The world is locked into up to 15 to 30 centimeters. That's 6 to 12 inches of sea levels rising by the mid-century. So unfortunately, modern science does not have a way to reverse the damage that we've already done, to reverse the damage of global warming and rising sea levels. And even if we are able to significantly curb emissions in the coming decades, more than a third of the world's remaining glaciers will melt before the year 2100. When it comes to sea ice, 95% of the oldest and thickest ice in the Arctic is already gone. And as we saw in the earlier graph, it is predicted that even if the emissions are curbed to completely zero, we will still be experiencing these effects. We'll still be seeing the effects of sea levels rising and the climate change crisis. And unfortunately, we've already been experiencing this during this time, during this pralaya. And how many people around the world have been affected, we've seen over the past 2 years. Most recently, we've heard about the German floods, which have affected the entire country and have devastated so many communities. In one report, it states that more than 150 people are still missing in these German floods and are unlikely to be found. And we've seen floods across the globe, in China, in India. We've seen so many natural disasters across the globe, in the US most recently, in Maharashtra. And many, many communities are being affected by this climate change crisis. was reported in science that even that Europe's deadly floods have left scientists stunned. Even scientists are shocked at the damage that the climate change crisis has done to these communities. And it was reported that the climate crisis has made the deadly German floods up to 9 times more likely. And as Devi Parashakti has revealed, there's no place that is safe from all of this effects of the climate change crisis and the rising sea level. And unfortunately, modern science does not have a way to reverse the damage that has been done. It is only Hinduism which provides a solution, which provides a way to heal Mother Earth, to reverse some of the damage that we've done to her. It is through nonviolence and connecting to Mother Nature, through oneness, connecting to Bhumata, through oneness, that we can actually heal Mother Earth and reverse the damage that we've done. So now let us watch a short clip on how Bhumata actually relates to you when you relate to her, how Bhumata actually responds to you when you relate to her through oneness, through nonviolence, as revealed by the Supreme Concept of Unity.
The human beings have become so distanced from the real life, are ready to explore things. We become so far away from, at least I can tell you from my experience, village boy. When I was 5 or 6, I opened all the alarm clocks in my house and I will set it back, put it back. I don't see all that in the modern day kids. It's all about that stupid cell phone. Involvement with the reality has drastically reduced. Our whole life is nothing but the screen. Whether your love, your relationships, even your sex, everything is limited to that screen. Am I right? Almost. No, almost. Everything has been reduced to that screen. Involvement with the reality has drastically come down. It is so unfortunate, especially the food, the plastic food dumped into your system. See, all the things which you eat, none of them have life. They are all not grown from life. My guru used to tell, please walk without chappal or covering your feet. Whatever grows in that land, eat, because Mother Earth records when you walk without shoes what all the ingredients are missing in your body. She records what you need for your body, nutrients or vitamins, whatever. Whatever is missing in your body, she produces in that food which grows in that land. And eat that and live. It is too mind-boggling concept. I tell you, only after I started doing it, I realized you don't need any external medicine if you know to live with the nature. Mother Earth, Bhumata, walk on the earth without shoes. In that land, what grows will supply exactly what you need for your body. Looks too difficult to believe, but after I started doing that, I realized it. Your body does not need any other medicine, anything else. Actually, maybe 2 years before. Due to this continuous classes, day and night, and in the night time, the web-based programs for the outside India, all these, my whole eating habits have gone chaos, and no question of rest. It became like a too much on the system. So I had some stomach issues. I remembered my guru telling this, walk on the earth and what grows eat. So I started walking without chappal for a few days. Suddenly I saw in my courtyard a new plant coming up, no seed, nothing, just coming up. I was wondering what is going on. How come suddenly, between the rocks, new plant coming up. And one of the devotee Ayurvedic doctor, he said, Swamiji, if you can get this plant and add it in your food, your stomach will be completely healed. I said, where to get? When he walked into the courtyard, he said, this is the plant. This is the plant. And throughout the campus we searched, we did not find another one. Nobody knows from where the seed has come, from where the plant has come. Understand, it is not that just for me miraculously nature is doing. It is the nature's life. I was ready to play with it, so she showed the miracles to me. Anybody willing to play with her, she shows her miracles to you. Nature is miraculous. If we are ready to play, she shows it. She demonstrates her love, her care. If we go back to the food with life, our life also will start more interacting, more alive, more vibrant, more overflowing.
Yes, and the Supreme Concept of Buddhism has revealed that non-violence is actually the grand narrative of Hinduism. The principle of ahimsa is the grand narrative of Hinduism. So let us learn a little bit more about this.
We often believe that exacting revenge is a form of emotional release and that getting retribution will help us feel better. Especially this modern day cinema, entertainment industry, cult brainwashes you. The act of revenge as a way of gaining closure after a wrong is done. No! I tell you the truth, revenge has the opposite effect. Revenge is like a korangu sorinjikra mari, ari padangadu. Tamil, they say that monkey feeling itching and scratching itself is never going to settle down. Till that monkey dies, it will not settle down because it will create a wound and it will not keep quiet with that wound. That same wound it will scratch more and more. And it will be more infection. Finally, the monkey will die. Orangu sorinjikittadum, nama violence la vidaradum onnu. Understand? Mass media, cult, entertainment industry, TV and cinema, cult is brainwashing you, telling that revenge is heroism, violence is heroism. No, it is not. Non-violence is heroism, I tell you. in every level, non-violence as a strategy. Because you see, non-violence makes you realize more and more oneness. It strengthens the oneness. Oneness strengthens the non-violence, and non-violence strengthens the oneness. You need to understand the context. Only then you will understand how this non-violence can be a successful strategy. If you miss one or two components and do it out of wrong context, it will become a mess. It will become a laziness and non-involvement. Laziness and non-involvement is not non-violence. Don't use non-violence brand and tag to justify your non-involvement and laziness. No. That's what Arjuna was trying to do in the Arjuna Vishada Yoga. He was telling Krishna, oh, why should I kill people? Why should I kill people? Let me go away and become a sannyasi. Oh, Dubukke, this fellow, when he went to do tapas in the forest also, he got married to a girl. Every time this fellow goes for tapas, whether he brings boons or not, he brings girls. Alright, no disrespect to Arjuna, is incarnation of Nara and Narayana. So no disrespect to Arjuna. Non-violence should not be misconstrued or should not be used to portray your non-involvement and laziness, tiredness and boredom. Hinduism is actively enriched. World will become great place. Not only we are a non-violent tradition, we believe in consciousness. We have the science of consciousness, raising the quality of the humanity. We believe in it, we spread it, we live it. We be, live, believe. Let us all understand non-violence need to be actively lived, be lived, believed and actively enriched. Actively enriched. All I wanted all of you to know what Hindus miss, Sri Kailasa should do. Do Tyaga, to tell the world actively, enrich the world actively about Hinduism. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa is the highest value as per Hinduism. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. That is the grand narrative of Hinduism. Non-violence is the grand narrative of Hinduism. We need to tell that grand narrative to the whole world. Actively. Actively we need to tell that grand narrative to the whole world. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Tyaga. Non-violence. Unclutching. All these are not inactive, tamasic, inertia, lazy, tired, bored, withdrawn lifestyle. Non-violence means not only you will be non-violent, ahimsa, established in ahimsa, you will actively practice ahimsa and enrich everyone to live ahimsa. You will create an ecosystem where ahimsa can be practiced with integrity. Understand? All the infrastructures needed to keep the non-violence ahimsa alive. Media is the non-violent way of reaching out to people and telling the real truths and facts. Like media, education mechanisms, everything should be actively filled with the truths, ideas about non-violence, yaga, spiritual strength, powerful cognitions, all these great truths. Listen. Again and again and again, many are trying to harass me through the social media and all other way, saying that, oh, you are teaching constantly non-violence, ahimsa, peace. Don't you see you are making Hindus weaker and weaker? Understand? If Hindus listen to what I am saying sincerely, they will understand I am trying to make them really stronger. Understand? Strength is intelligent way of existing.
So we've seen how this you can actually heal Bhumata, Mother Nature, through non-violence. If you would like to learn more about the principles of Hinduism and the teachings of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, you can visit kailasa.org and learn more about Swamiji's teachings and what all the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has contributed over the last 27 years in the field of environment and climate change. So now, we will be concluding this portion of the program and we'll be entering into the next segment, the offering segment. So stay tuned as we are preparing ourselves for the Diwali celebration, starting off with the Maheshwara Puja in the morning, and we'll be having a very special Maheshwara Puja on Diwali day. And now we'll be entering into the offering segment.
Nithyananda, and welcome back to this segment where we'll be learning more about the various traditional offerings we can offer to Devi Parashakti today as we get ready for the darshan and blessings of Devi Parashakti and also the celebrations, the Deepavali celebrations and a very special Maheshwara Puja on this auspicious Amavasya. So in the Hindu tradition, in the Vedic tradition, offering of gifts to the divine is a offering of pure love, devotion and oneness. And these offerings are not made out of fear and greed, but it is an expression of the sacred sentiments of the devotee for the divine. And when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. And when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out only for the purpose of enlightenment. So now, as we get ready to receive the darshan and blessings of Devi Parashakti, let us look at this Dhyana Shloka, a verse which describes the grace and beauty of Devi Parashakti. This verse is from the Moola Agama Manonmani Dhyana. Induni bhaveda karavah ninayanam syat pankajavara bhayajapakshara sarayuktam Angahimabhushanavicitravasanam syat Tungamakutojjwalamanonmaniswarupam. The translation of this verse says, moon-like face holding the Veda books on hand, fire in eyes with the lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with the japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments in wonderful clothes and shining crown. Her name is Manonmani. And another verse which describes Devi Parashakti. This Dhyana Shloka says, ध्यायेत् देवीं त्रिनेत्रां शशिनिभवदनां वेदहस्तां ददानां सव्ये पद्मां वरदमपरे चाभयं चाक्षमालां दिव्यैराभरणैर्विभूषिततनुं ब्रह्मादिविपूजितां देवीमेव मनोन्मणिं प्रतिदिनं कामार्थदात्रीं शुभाम्. The translation of this verse, it says, I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes, glowing like a moon and holding the Veda, lotus, and gracing with blessing in gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods, and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. And in the Hindu tradition, various offerings to the divine in the temple rituals, the traditional offerings for the divine and in the worship of the divine. These offerings are made in the sacred element of gold. And let us look at this verse from the Atharva Veda, which describes the significance of the divine element of gold. It says, Tredajutam janmanedam hiranyam agnirekam priyatamam babhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreta ahutatte hiranyam tridastvai vishe. The translation for this verse, it says, triply born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element in the Hindu tradition. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears it and in anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. The gold is present in all the Hindu scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, the Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual fees were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. The kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. The horses and cows were dressed in gold. Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The Indus River was called Hiranmaya, the river of gold, in Rigveda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartini in Atharva Veda. Gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So now let us look at the various traditional offerings that we can offer to Devi Parashakti as we get ready to receive her blessings and darshan today. The first offering is the offering of the e-hundi, which is similar to the hundi offerings in the Hindu temples, where you can offer any amount of your choice, any token of gratitude that you want to offer to the divine. And you can make the e-hundi offerings in multiple currencies and in any amount as you would wish to offer. And Devi is described as Bhakti Priya, the one who is fond of true devotion. So let us see this verse which describes Devi's love for true devotion. It says, Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadharadhya Sharvani Sharmadaini. The translation for this verse says, Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion, and she removes all fears. If there's any fear in the minds of the devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Here it is meant the autumn of our lives. When our thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship then becomes stronger. Shambhavi is the consort of Shambhu, who is Lord Shiva. Sharadaradhya is the one who is worshipped by Devi Sharada, Devi Saraswati. Sharvani is the wife of Lord Shiva. Linga Purana says Lord Shiva is called Sharva in his earth form. Sharmadaini is Devi who bestows happiness on the devotees. And you can make this offering of e-hundi. You can offer any kanika, any token of gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti through the e-hundi offering, and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Devi Parashakti. So you can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, which is the offering of the conscious resolution. And this verse from Devi Mahatmyam chapter 12, verse 34 describes, Tayaitan mohyate vishvam shaiva vishvam prasuyate saya chitta vijanam tushta rudim prayaschati. The translation says, the goddess enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. And offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution blesses the devotee offering with all the fruition of the desires and wishes that one is yearning for. So you can make the offering of the Sankalpa chanting on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. The next offering is the offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu, which is the pure gold coin inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. Devi is described as Nama Parayana Prita, she who likes the repetition of her various names. And this offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu, the pure gold coin inscribed with the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti, is a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can make this offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu in any of 3 different denominations and any number of coins as you wish to. And each coin is inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti, which describe her Ananta Kalyana Gunas, the very divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. And with this offering, you are also blessed to imbibe these very same divine qualities of Devi Parashakti herself. So you can make the offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu, the pure gold coin inscribed with the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. You can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Mukta Anguti, the gold finger ring embedded with pearl. And Devi is described as the one who is adorned with garlands of pearls and jewels. So let us look at this verse which describes Devi Parashakti's beauty and splendor as she's adorned with these pearls and jewels. मुक्ताहारलसत्किरीटरुचिरां पूर्णेन्दुवक्त्रप्रभां शिञ्जन्नूपुरकिङ्किणिमणिधरां पद्मप्रभाभासुरां सर्वाभीतफलप्रदां गिरिसुतां वाणीरमासेवितां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम्. The translation of this verse, it says, I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by the goddesses Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So we can make this offering of the pearl finger ring, the Mukta Anguti, the gold finger ring embedded with pearl, to Devi Parashakti, and receive the blessings to be showered with her pure love and compassion in all of your business endeavors. And you can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the gold lotus flower. The lotus is a divine flower in the Hindu tradition and is described, and the significance of the lotus in the worship of the divine is described in various scriptures. And let us now look at this verse from the Kamika Agama, which describes one of the many significance of the lotus flower in the worship of the divine. And this verse says, Ashtavidyeshwaropeta kumbhavarana samyutam sarve sasutra vastraadhya hema pankajabhushitaah sapidanassa kurachascha pakva bilva palaprabha snapanadhyaya samsiddha pramanena samanvitaah. The translation of this verse, it says, all the kalashas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. They should be adorned with a lotus flower made of gold. And there are hundreds of scriptural references in the Hindu scriptures for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of the ultimate, involving the consecration of the deities of worship or meditating on the mudras and asanas used during worship, involves the lotus flower, the lotus leaf, the lotus pericarp, the lotus petals. The lotus is a divine flower in the Hindu tradition. The Shakti of Paramashiva is also called a lotus. The base of the Paramashiva linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered a lotus, the one who is about to bloom. So you can make this offering of the gold lotus in any of 3 different sizes as you would wish to offer, and be blessed to have the state, space, powers and being of Devi Parashakti in your inner space amidst any and every adverse situations in your life. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Metti, the gold touring. And this verse describes the beauty of the sacred lotus feet of Devi Parashakti. It says, Nakaditi Sanchanna Namajjanatamo Guna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. The translation of this verse, it says, you whose brightness from the toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpower that of the lotus flower too. So you can make this offering of the Swarna Metti, the gold toe ring to adorn the sacred lotus feet of Devi Parashakti, and be in constant gratitude for receiving Devi's blessings in even the most difficult aspects of life. You can make the offering of the Swarna Metti, the gold toe ring, on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry. Devi is described as Sudha Sharabi Vashini, she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara Chakra, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. And the Swarna Mangtika represents the nectar overflowing from the Sahasrara Chakra, which is fully opened with the sacred sentiment of gratitude. And you can make this offering of the Swarna Mangtika to Devi Parashakti and receive the blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. You can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And these verses from Saundarya Lahari describe that the illumining splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet, and her feet defeat the lotus in beauty. It further states that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. And Tamoguna, which is the darkness indicative of the ignorance in the minds of the devotees, is removed by constantly prostrating before Devi, and they attain the supreme knowledge. And we can make the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the traditional ritualistic offering of gratitude from disciple to Guru. One of the most sacred, most yearned for offerings of Seva to Guru. You can make the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Devi Parashakti and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is the Nijavatara of Devi Parashakti herself. So you can make this offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Vastra Seva, which is the offering of the sacred cloth. The traditional offering made as an offering of gratitude for the continued protection of the divine in our lives. So you can make this offering of the Vastra Seva, the sacred cloth offering, to Devi Parashakti and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Devi Parashakti and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. So you can make all of these offerings, the traditional offerings of the ornaments and sevas, on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. So now let us look at a summary of the various offerings that can be made on the website. The first is the e-hundi offering, which can be made in multiple currencies and in any amount of your choice. Next, we have the Sankalpa chanting, which is the offering of the conscious resolution. You can make this offering also on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. Then we have the Devi Sahasranama Swarnakasu, which is the pure gold coin inscribed with one of the 1,008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. And this offering can be made in 3 different denominations and any number of coins as you would wish to offer. You can also make the offering of the Mukta Anguti, the gold finger ring embedded with pearl, which can be offered in 3 different sizes. The Swarna Padma Pushpa, which is the gold lotus flower, can also be offered in 3 different sizes. the Swarnametti, the gold touring to adorn the sacred lotus feet of Devi Parashakti. You can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. You can make the offering of the Swarna Mangtika, which is the gold hairline jewelry adorning the crown of Devi Parashakti, representing the overflowing nectar from the Sahasrara Chakra. You can make this offering of the Swarna Mangtika on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. You can also register for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, which is the ritualistic offering of gratitude from disciple to Guru. You can register for this seva on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And you can also register for the Vastra Seva, which is the offering of the sacred cloth to Devi Parashakti on the website. So now let us look at the website where you can register for any of these offerings as we get ready to receive the darshan and blessings of Devi Parashakti. So here we have the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and you can click on any of the links on step 2 to make your traditional offerings to Devi Parashakti. As you get ready to receive her darshan and blessings today, you can click on the link for e-hundi to make your e-hundi offerings in multiple currencies and any amount of your choice. And if you'd like to make the offering of the traditional ornaments or sevas, you can click on the link on step 2 to make your offerings. And if you'd like to submit an intention, if you'd like to make an intention to make an offering today, you can also submit your intention form on the link on step 1 and receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti to manifest your intention into reality. And once you've made your traditional offerings, you can also fill out the details of the sankalpa, the conscious resolution with the names of your name and the names of your family members on the sankalpa form on step 3. So let us now look at the links where you can make the various offerings. The e-hundi offerings can be made in multiple currencies: the US dollars, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, the Canadian dollar, the euro, the Indian rupees, the Singaporean dollar, the Malaysian ringgit, the Great Britain pound, and the Chinese yen. And you can make the e-hundi offerings in any amount of your choice. And you can also offer the traditional ornaments or sevas to Devi Parashakti. You can register for any of these offerings on the website. So you can register for the Sankalpa chanting, the Devi Sahasranama Swarnakasa, which is the offering of the pure gold coin inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. You can make this offering in 3 different denominations and any number of coins of your choice. And you can also make the offering of the Mukta Anguti, which is the gold finger ring embedded with pearl in 3 different sizes. You can make the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the gold lotus flower in 3 different sizes, the Swarna Metti, the gold toe ring to adorn the sacred lotus feet of Devi Parashakti. And you can also offer the Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry representing the overflowing nectar of gratitude from the Sahasrara Chakra. You can make the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, which is the traditional and most sacred offering of gratitude from disciple to Guru. You can also make the offering of the Vastra Seva, which is the sacred offering of the sacred cloth. You can make any of these traditional offerings of sevas or ornaments to Devi Parashakti on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And as you get ready to receive the darshan and blessings of Devi Parashakti and welcome Devi Parashakti in your space today, in your inner space and in your homes, you can make all of these traditional offerings and prepare to receive Devi Parashakti. And today, as we get ready to celebrate the grand celebrations of Deepavali, you can also register for various sevas during the auspicious celebrations of Deepavali. So on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, you can also learn more about the various offerings and sevas during the Deepavali celebrations. So on www.kailasamailer.com/Diwali 2021, you can register for the various sevas and offerings during the Deepavali celebrations at the Adi HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam. On Naraka Chaturdashi, we have the Chandi Homa and the Kali Pratima Pratishtapana, which is the installation of the Kali Pratima. You can also register for the Ambal Vishesha Alankara Seva and the Vishesha Alankara Seva of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the deity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Vishesha Alankara Seva, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja on the auspicious occasion of Deepavali. You can register for this sacred offering, the offering of Tulabharam, which is the material donations on through the Tulabharam. Ghee, sesame oil, rice, all of these can be offered as part of the Tulabharam offerings. And you can also register as a Mahayajaman of all of the sevas. So you can also register for the Deepavali celebrations. Any offerings and sevas during Deepavali, you can register on the same website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and you can click on the button Learn More to find out more about the various offerings on the during the celebrations of Deepavali. So now let us get ready for the next segments of the program, where we'll be learning more about the various contributions of the Kailasas, the de facto spiritual embassies, and the Supreme Pontiff, guided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, to help humanity through these times of pandemic, for the care and well-being of humanity during these times of pandemic. So let us now get ready for the next sessions and prepare to receive darshan and blessings of Devi Parashakti. So we'll be joining you in just a few minutes with the next segments of the program.
we get you health, we get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life, we get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. You will make the whole planet flourish spiritually.
spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet here. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems. I invite all of you to
get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem.
So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world.